boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gon' give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, shout out Tech 9. Go and shut the up, just let me talk. I'm a time bomb that's waiting to go off. Quite nuclear, amazing what fame could do to you. Too peculiar, although I'm truly a renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me a lot farther. Growing up, I really had beef with my father. But why bother explaining my feelings? Try harder, but either way they gon' paint you the villain.
We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Baltimore Ravens and the New York Giants. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Jones looking to throw right away. That one complete to Elliott. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
It's a giant first down on a gain of 16.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The Giants at 6-5 now on the year. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, you know, they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Throwing, Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley, and I think the ball's out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. In our meetings this week, they kind of tipped us off. They wanted to play ultra-aggressive, forcing fumbles. They just did that right there.
They took it to the next level, didn't they? You're exactly right, because everyone talks about being aggressive on defense and tackling well, but they were talking about getting after the football, making sure the ball was stripped out each and every time they lined up someone to get them on the ground.
And the adjustment working early.
Whoa.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it's 2nd down. Here's Jackson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10, right at the 40. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Azeez Ojulari in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down and put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. He won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1. Fourth down, here's Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. No score after 1 on EA Sports. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll run with Dobbins. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. One more time with Dobbins. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal, Jackson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Tucker's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Second down, here's Barkley again. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf, dude. That's bottom shelf material. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Jackson. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
BC, man.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
A first down carry for Barkley. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Jones. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he'll be brought down at the 27. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. That's complete to Tony. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Second down, here's Barkley again. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And Barkley did not get there. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make him punt it. A bit of a surprise. They're going for it with 2 ticks remaining. No sign of the field goal unit. Here's Jones. A final shot before break. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley as time expires in the first half. And the Giants have taken the lead on the final play of the first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So we reach intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. This fielded right at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Now a throw here to his running back.
Done a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. We need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete. Finding space at the 40.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Flag comes in. This might be a free play.
Looking for London on the out route, complete.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now it's Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Again, Jackson. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football.
I don't think there's any other way to put it, but that was just simply deflating because you know they came out ready to go at halftime, right? Everyone motivating each other, wanting to get out there and get going. And that turnover absolutely saps your momentum. Now you're just shouting encouragement to your defense, hoping they can pick you up and give you another chance.
It's Barkley on the counter. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones, he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. The 30. 10. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the 3rd quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 59 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
On 2nd and 9, Jones. And that's Elliott, complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
They'll try and throw for it here. And he comes back with one complete.
And he is going to have the Giants 1st down as they find a way to convert on 4th and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And we often talk about defensive ends setting the edge, sometimes even the outside linebackers. But how about here? This is a cornerback essentially setting the edge and finishing off that play for a loss.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Second and 12 now at the 44-yard line.
Again, it's Barkley. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Throwing, Jones.
And now he'll fire deep downfield for James.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Marcus Williams.
And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson.
That's complete to his receiver, Bateman.
And he's out right at the 25. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Jackson from the shotgun. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson.
And he'll go right back to Andrews.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now Jackson on 1st down.
And caught by London. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. Slings it to Anders, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the 1st by a few yards. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. Fourth down, here's Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he is going to have a Ravens first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Now Jackson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. As again, it was still 1 minute 20 left to go in the game. Jackson to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
So here comes Justin Tucker in a big spot. This to swell the lead to 6. Tucker's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Jones.
He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that